Hey everyone, how's it going? This is Justin Eddy again. This time, he's going to be reviewing the movie
Dirty
Grandpa that came out in January that he watched, and he's going to get his own thoughts.
So we got Dirty Grandpa. We got Zac Efron and Robert DeNiro, and I'm trying to think who else.
I'm trying to remember.
Really kind of low budget guys in this movie. So anyways, we start out as Dirty Grandpa. We start out as Zac Efron. For once, when I seen the trailer of this, I thought that Zac Efron was going to play a kind of like the same equivalent to Neighbors. And
that's what I thought it was.
Yeah, and I thought it was going to be like that. But I was actually really surprised in this one because he actually plays a straight, dorky. He's kind of like a rich guy. He plays like a guy who's a lawyer. He handles nerdy type accounts.
Oh, okay.
So he's a dork in this fucking film. So, anyways, we go with this movie. Robert De Niro plays the grandpa, and his wife passes away, which is Zac Efron's grandma, at a funeral. Well, Zac Efron is ordered to take his grandpa, asked to take his grandpa, should I say, to Florida and drop him off at his non-buddy, which is played by
Danny Glover.
Danny Glover, yeah. I can't think of it. Alright, Danny Glover. So, he was ordered to be dropped off as a non-buddy. So, we get on this road, and, kind of dilemma happens, and I'm not going to go into too much detail. It's great, it's going to be a spoiler-free film. So, they go to Florida, dilemma happens like every other movie.
Yeah, I know what you're talking
It's just your typical film, dilemma happens, shit goes down, war, this and that. Well, anyways, he's dropped off, and, and that's when the shit goes down. Well, overall, this movie, I'm going to keep it very short. I got to praise the comedy in this one. I think is very, very underrated. And I showed you some scenes.
Yeah, you did. He showed me some scenes where, like, there's that part where they're on a golf course, and then De Niro was like, I want to fuck, man. I haven't fucked in 15 years.
I'm going to say it right now. This movie is... I'm going to say it right now. I think this movie is really underrated, and it's really highly, getting butchered for no reason. I don't understand. I felt like the same way with That's My Boy. I thought this was a perfect, dark, raunchy comedy. This is the type of stuff that draws me into these comedies. I'm not into dry comedy. I'm not into dry humor. I'm not into the new... I'm not talking about Saturday Night Live. I'm talking about new Saturday Night Live. I'm not into their little soft humor. I love the dark comedy. Robert De Niro nails this fucking role out of the park, as you can see. And there's more to it. This role goes overboard on some of the shit. In fact, it was so overboard that I actually was told they had to get an NC-17 for a while before they were able to get in.
Wasn't it kind of remind you of the other one, the Bad Grandpa movie?
Yeah, it was like Bad Grandpa meets Neighbors meets...
That's My Boy.
That's My Boy meets, I don't know, Meet the Parents. So it was really dark. Great roles and everything. I'm not trying to go in very detail. This is going to be a very small review. But I got to say, Robert De Niro and Zac Efron had great chemistry in this film.
I heard about that,
yes. And there's a girl, I can't really think of her name. There's a lot of non-actresses. Like, these are not really big famous actresses in this film. And actors.
The girl that's in the movie, I heard that she's also going to be with Zac Efron again in that movie coming out with him, that other dude called Mike and
that's the one
that's coming out and need wedding dates or whatever.
Yeah. Well, anyways, they have like really low budgety people in here you never heard of, and you would think that it's a poorly marketed film, which it was, but I really thought it was underrated, and I thought it was bashed too hard. I do have problems with this film, and, I could say it's a 7 more than anything. I'd say I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10, only because I do have problems with some of the story arc with it, but you don't want to go into comedies with story arc, really. I mean, they can be work if you can write it right, if that's what you're promoting, but overall, the story arc, I don't really care about this. I wanted a good comedy flick, and the problems I have, there's these annoying fucking cops in this film. And if you've seen this film and you want to just look at the reviews of what other people think, you know what I'm talking about. These cops, I think the only problems with this film is they overdraw some of these scenes.
I can see
They
that.
overdraw some of these scenes. And the cops are the most annoying parts. If you haven't seen it yet, then comment when you see it and you can understand what I'm talking about. These cops, they draw scenes out. This is what's wrong with this film. They draw the scenes out, but other than that, it was a great comedy. I ask for people to please check it out. It is really worth the while. Ignore the drug dealer. Ignore the annoying ass cops. Overall, Robert De Niro plays a raunchy fucking comedy, which is rare we see these days.
I know, you don't see that too often, especially because when it comes to comedies, I always think of him more like the Meet the Parents kind of movies, you know?
Yeah, and he plays comedies really well. It's just like, I've never seen him play fuck, I'm gonna fuck this pussy up. I'm gonna make your pussy water like... I mean, this guy is just straight out fucking gruesome in this movie. Yeah. And that's what I love about comedies. I don't like limitations. I want to keep going, get darker. And I'm gonna tell you right now, some of these scenes in this film go borderline. I'm surprised they didn't get an NC-17 like they were supposed to get. I'm really shocked that if what I watched, I don't know if I watched the unreleased. I didn't see it in theaters. I watched it like after theaters. I didn't get a chance to go see it. I'm gonna tell you right now, if this is what I've seen, if this was released in theaters, I'm gonna tell you right now, EPA did not see this coming because it was pretty gruesome.
I can see that. Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to say 7.0. You know, it's gonna be a C minus. Those cops really kind of bothered me in that whole film, but overall, it's a really good film.
Fair enough. You know, I'm gonna probably check it out myself too. You know, but yeah, I'd say if I was to watch it, I'd probably recommend it. So.
I recommend it. Go ahead and check it out, guys. It's cheap online. You can find on Redbox. Pretty soon Netflix. So
yeah.
But anyways,
we'll see y'all later.